Well, viewers, unexpectedly, we are on part 2 of this Shambolic shuffle around the Heath Classic Car Club Boxing Day event here at Heath Shopping Centre in Southampton. Because there's so much here, it's spilled over into that car park and that car park, and as we normally do, we shall keep going. I had to look up what this is. This is a 1943 white M3A1 armoured scout car. I can't say I know much about things like this, viewers. Don't know when it came over here, but what an incredible thing to see. There's another armoured car actually here as well. That's actually a British one. We'll talk about more about it in a second. But what an amazing thing to sort of see. Looks like it's not that easy to sort of just jump in the back. Maybe you people are a bit fitter than I am if they were in the army. We'll have to check about this this Land Rover 90 here, viewers, because it might have an engine in it that we can't discuss on the channel. But we will come back to that later. Instead, let's have a look at this Ford Fiesta Mark III gear. This one I think will show the year of registration. It's on a personal plate. What normally it sort of said, but it doesn't say. That's really strange. Normally I expect the certificate to say original registration. This, I believe, looking at this and the mirrors, this is about a 94. I think they changed the side mirrors in about 1994, so I think it's probably just before that. Standard wheels for a Mark III gear, probably a 1.3. I think most of them were. Oh, it's an auto. Wow, it's have a CTX gearbox in it then. Maybe it's a 1.4 then. It doesn't actually say. I've driven one of these. It was a 1.3 flight manual. That's rather nice. You've got a leather steering wheel. You get all sorts of accessories for these actually. Tons and tons of accessories in the 90s Ford brochure to sort of dress them up to how you wanted. But wonderful. Also wonderful is this Lotus Emira first edition. I thought this was a classic car gathering, viewers, but there you go. 6-speed manual in this one. I think that means it's got the 3.5 V6 Toyota engine. It'd be like a 22 or 23, that one, so brand new. Then we've got the, I think this is an A35 van. This actually lives very locally to where we do in Eastleigh, this thing. So I see it around all the time. It does come to some of the local shows. And the owner used to have, I think, 2 of these. He used to have a saloon and a van. But there we go. This one's Skyline. I think this is an R33, this one. 1996, 1997 registration. Before, I think they imported them officially, although this has been converted to miles per hour. Got some interesting under-bonnet action going on there. Yep, definitely an R33 with this front end. Big turbo. That's fast. Ooh, viewers, now this is most agreeable. A couple of Jaguar XK8s. 1997, 1998 on an R. It's a convertible version. It was both for 4 litres. The 4.2s were later. Cream leather and wood. Do like this sort of thing, viewers. I think, though, I've spotted one over there that's even more to my taste. I'm more sort of a coupe person than a convertible person. And here is, yes, very, very nice coupe in dark green with the cream leather interior and wood. That is most agreeable. Oh, that person's up on the Rosetta. There's another Rosetta we saw earlier on. 2 Rosettas. Yes, look at this, viewers. Now this is exactly the sort of thing we like to see on the channel. 99 on a T. Trike thing. Did we see this somewhere else before? I think we probably did. Yeah, we did see this actually at Hive on the 17th of December. That is rather good, and also rather good is this Lotus Esprit. Now that number plate's nothing to do with the age of the car. It couldn't be, because these weren't made until about 1975, 76. That's a 73, 74 plate, so it is a bit newer than that one. We've got the old Morris Marina internal door handles in this thing. I don't know what year this is. It's really like a sort of mixture of different bits. Someone in the comment section below, please tell me what this year actually is. We've got the old Cavalier Mark III indicator wiper stalks in here, so I don't really know. It looks like an 80s one to me, but I didn't realise they used for indicator wiper stalks in the 80s. Mini action, we've got loads of minis here today actually. This one from the doors looks like a Mark 1 actually, Mark 1 Cooper S, 1965. That is rather special views. Also, we got more E-Type action. This is I think a series 1.5, 67, 68 on an F. We probably saw this at Hive, didn't we? This one, yeah, I think we did. Very nice. And then we've got Mark 1 Ford Escort that is still increasing in value as I walk around it, as they all are. Two doors in particular, like this one. 1971, 72 on a K. That is rather good, isn't it, viewers? We like this sort of thing. And then we'll have no badging at all. So this is, I imagine, being converted from a more standard one, but still worth loads of money. Still got a 4-speed gearbox in that. And then this is a bit of a mystery. So this is a Triumph GT6, but it looks an awful lot older than the plate. I think this is like a Mark II, and yet it's got a 71, 72 plate on it. So that is a lot later than I think this car is. Is there an information sheet that I can look at here, viewers? That's a Mark 1. What? So... Oh, okay. So it's a Mark 1, but it's registered in 72. It's actually built in 68. The mystery has been solved, viewers. Oh, it's got something very special here. I think we've seen this before. We saw this at the gathering in Swanmore back in the summer, actually. 1995, 1996, Bentley Turbo RL. Very, very, very nice indeed. This is sort of the kind of later version of the Bentley 8 that I drove back in September at Great British Car Journey. The L, I think, is the long wheelbase version. Very, very nice views. We'd like to have a go at something like that. Wouldn't be very much. Another one of these 80s 911s, like the one we saw earlier. This one's a Targa, SC Targa. Now the plate on this is the personal plate, obviously. It's not the original one from the car, but it is probably around the same kind of era, about sort of 83, 84, I'd say. And we've got some more E-Type action here. This is a Series 3 V12, 72, 73 on an L. Ooh, and a beige leather interior as well. We are doing well today, viewers. This one's a manual. I don't know if the Series 3s are the cheapest E-Types in these days. They used to be back in the day. And we've got 1960 Panhard PL17 or PL17. This one, when you look at on the Czech site, comes up as an 83, but it's not. Nothing like that. Panhard stopped making cars around 1967, although they continue, I think, to this day as a defence manufacturer. Right-hand drive, so this might even be, UK car, but I doubt it because it says 83. It's probably when it was imported, so maybe something like South Africa, something like that. Typically weird, a bit like the Citroens. Obviously, the company did eventually get bought by Citroen. And then we've got something rather unusual. Some of you maybe who are those who used to follow the troubles that were happening in Northern Ireland recognise what this is. This is Humber Pig. This one, it said it registered in 1955. I don't really know actually much about these at all. I had to look it up actually what it was. But these were used a lot by the army back in the day. Got fuel tanks, things like that. I don't know what engine or anything is in this, but yeah, Humber Pig, that one. And it just keeps on going. It's one of the sort of new model Chevrolet Camaros, ZL1. Number plate, nothing to do with the year of the car. I think this is like a 2020 or something like that. Only available on left-hand drive, unlike the Corvettes at the moment. You can buy a Corvette in right-hand drive if you want. Here's some other stuff that's just come in. We'll have to go and have a look at that later. More mini action. This car's been sort of changed a bit. That plate is from the early 70s, so 71, 72. This car has been made to look like a Mark 1 though, with those rear lights and also the doors. I don't know if those hinges actually do anything, because we've got the Mark 3 doors on this with door handles. So this will be from the 70s. It's nice though. I mean, it's a bit cheaper than like a normal Cooper would be from the 60s, so you know, fair enough. This one as well, this is it's a 1.5 engine in this, but it's been bought out, so it's a 90s car this, but with the sort of late 60s, early 70s style rear lights. Definitely 90s interior. Beige leather as well with wood. Excellent. Oh, it's a Honda. Okay, it was maybe a D series or something. That's a 1.5. So Mark 6 Mini, 1995, 1996. And then the Maserati. Can't remember the model name of these now. They're so rare. I don't see many of these anywhere. Maybe sort of 2015 or something. This. I don't know because it's got a personal plate on it. Yeah, I can't remember the name of these at all. Some kind of Maserati. I forget entirely now. And then another Morgan, 79 to 84.4. I think they had the 1.6 Ford engine in them by then, but I'm not really sure about that, to be honest with you. It could be something else. No, I do not know what model Maserati that is. And we have another one of these Cobra replicas. We've got tons of them around here. This one actually is more convincing than a lot of them because it's got a plate from the 60s on it, so 67, 68. But I don't think this is an original Cobra at all, otherwise it probably wouldn't be here. It'll be some kind of replica. Yeah, those dials look far too new for that, don't they? And also quite new is this 2018 Audi RS3 Saloon. Yeah, I'm sure in the future classic car events will be full of these, but it's not quite what I was expecting to see today. Ferguson tractor, don't know much about those. Triumph Stag, I'm surprised we haven't seen too many more of these actually today. 1975-76 Mark II. I've driven on a Mark 1 of these actually, drove back in May on the channel, which is an automatic like this one. You can also get a manual. Yes, very nice. The rear seats if the top is down like this are actually fairly usable as well. As earlier on viewers, we have a immediately post-war Austin here. I think this is like an A70, this one is. Be about 1950, something like that. Very typical kind of sort of immediate post-war colour, a bit sort of dull. A lot of them were because we're in the austerity years, aren't we? Ooh, a Fiat 124 Spider. One of the sort of later ones. By this stage, they weren't being sold over here at all. So this would be an American import, I would have thought. I don't think this is one of the Pininfarina ones. Those are a bit later. Yes, 7980. Is that a beige leather interior, viewers? Oh, it is, and we've got wood too. Yeah, Pininfarina Spina 2000. Another Mini, is this? It's a really early one. Ooh, it looks like an early one. Certainly got the sort of Mark 1 doors, sliding windows and things like that. Yeah. I didn't say Mini Minor on it, so it's not really early ones, but still pretty early. And then we've got another one of the Mark 6 Minis here, 1994, 1995 on an M. JW suggested it might have actually been registered in Birmingham by the Rover Group themselves, but I wouldn't know without having seen the paperwork for it. Nice colour, looks very standard actually. It looks the right sort of interior and everything for it. SMC Rover, yeah, so quite possibly if you've got a plate like this, it's 1995 or later because it's got an 01 in the number. SMC Slough were a very prominent dealership for Rovers and MGs for many years. Maybe registered by Rover Group themselves and then sold as a sort of approved used car by SMC Slough or something. 2004 Toyota MR2. I've driven one of these. It was a very early one. It was a 2000 of this W30 shape. They are good fun, although the scuttle shake is interesting. We've got MGB here, 69 to 70 on an H. So that's 6 of them so far, viewers. Maybe some of you are counting. And then an old Chevy pickup here. 3100, probably late, early 60s, maybe late 50s. Volvo Amazon. That's better, isn't it? With my more familiar territory here. As a Volvo Owners Club member based in the Portsmouth section, I think you can safely say what this is. 67, 68, very similar actually to the police cars they used to use in this area around the same time. I think they started using these as police cars in about 66, which was the first place in the UK to use Volvos as police cars, was Portsmouth. And of course Volvo Owners Club, because why not? And we've got Austin Healey 3000 Mark II, but that's worth a bit of money, isn't it? I hear they're quite hard to drive though, these. No signal mesh on first, change driving position and the brakes. Yeah, maybe I won't try one of those. I don't really want to cause myself an injury. Ooh, viewers, now this is very, very nice. Local plate to the area. OL was by this stage Southampton and Portsmouth, although this is left-hand drive for some bizarre reason. Ooh, it's very nice though. Mark III facelift, Ford Granada Scorpio. It's known as a Scorpio in every other country apart from here. And it's got a gear badge and a Scorpio badge. Something funny's going on here because you can't have a Granada Scorpio gear. It's either Granada gear or it's a Granada Scorpio. So I don't know what's going on there. That's very, very strange. But considering with that door's been replaced, it's probably just a door off a gear, isn't it? I don't know what's going on here. Both sides have got gear badges. Maybe that boot lid's off a different car. I don't know. I do know though, this is a Sierra XR 4x4. These were quite something back in the day, weren't they? 85, 86. This I think will have a 2.8 Ford Cologne V6 and a 5-speed manual. These were ballistically fast, actually. They're almost as fast as Sierra Cosworth, but you had more doors, so it's easier to get in and out. The Flying Marrow, so 2CV based kit car, I imagine. Look at this, it does look like a Marrow as well. It certainly does at the back. I bet that is fun. Look again, CR, or old Southampton plate on that, so local plate to the area. More stag action here. Yeah, Mark 1 on a K plate. 1971 to 72, automatic, just like the one that I drove back in May. That's very nice. The alloy was actually optional, but lots of people took them. So those are the right ones. Mark 1 Golf GTI. 82, 83. It's quite strange though. I think it's a pre-facelift front end. I thought this is a facelift car, so I don't know what's going on. Yeah, the back is all correct and everything. I think we've got a modified exhaust on that, but it's not unusual. Mini VTEC. Yeah, I've seen this before at some of the local shows. It's around sort of 80. 84 or 85, but that's got a Honda VTEC engine in it. This one's probably this Cabrio. Before the official ones came out, so this is a kind of conversion from the 1980s, I think. Unless it's been done later, it could have been. 87, 88. So it's club and front end, but we've got a 2-litre Honda VTEC engine in it, and the grille looks like it's off a Hillman Arrow Minx or something like that.
In my garage.
Thank you very much. Never you're going to meet these sort of places, do you, viewers? I think these are, gosh, a Volkswagen Beetle June, something like that. I can't remember what these are called. Sahara or Barg, I don't know. 6970. What on earth is this? A Hudson 8, 1940. Gosh, all sorts of things around here today. That's really nice. I don't know anything about it, but it's nice. Another one of these Chevy pickups. This has obviously got some air ride or hydraulic suspension in it, otherwise you wouldn't be driving around like that, would you? Big bed for things. Right next to this Morris Minor Tourer. That one is, it's got a little bit earlier steering wheel in it, 67, 68, Trafalgar blue this colour is. Steering wheel should just have,
2012.
I think the 2 spokes and no metal on it, but it doesn't matter, does it? But earlier steering wheels are more attractive probably, aren't they? Another one of these Chevy pickups, this one is, I think sort of 80s, 90s this one, don't quite know. But looks like it. Hillman Husky, I think this is. We've got 3 imps based cars here. They're not all imps, though. There are myriad different sort of types of imp out there. So they have different badges. This is a Husky. Engine is at the back. So quite a practical load space for a little estate car like that. 67 that one is. We've got Hillman Imp Californian, these are actually, with the coupe styling as opposed to standard one. 6970 on an H. I think it actually does say Californian, yeah. Imp Californian. Then we've got the Sunbeam equivalent, the Stiletto. My lady wife actually saw this particular car in Eastleigh Town Centre the other day, and she photographed it for me. I think it's a 67 actually, that one. Bit modified, I think that one is. Another Hillman Husky, 2 Hillman Huskies, 68, 69 on a G. Airbag, no side airbags in that at all. Look at that rear wiper, that's interesting, isn't it? Oh my gosh, a Rover 3 litre. And then another one of these Mark 1 Escorts. The early one on the Jeep plate. I think a lot of people are sort of getting out of each other's way around here now. Being a bit cramped in here. Oh my gosh, listen to that. I can feel that exhaust pounding my leg. I think we'll maybe get out of the way here, viewers. But it was worth going to this extra car park. 1983 to 84 Porsche 911 Targa, another one. Without the rear spoiler this time, but with rear wiper. Oh gosh, I wouldn't want to be driving that around that corner. And we've got some ancient bike over there, Excelsior or something. 71, 72 midget. Yeah, if I was on that bike, I'd be getting out of the way of the Ranchero as well. Look at Bosco at the back of that. Yeah, 72 approximately midget with the luggage rack. That's quite handy because the boot is very small. Ooh. Second generation Toyota MR2. 1994 to 1995 on an M. Very nice, viewers. Very, very nice. It's the GTI 16 model. What rev that is, I don't know. Maybe a 3. But don't hold me to that. Ooh, a Lotus Carlton. Ooh, very nice, viewers. Yep, correct colour. It's like a dark green. Maybe these are in. And don't talk to me about 40 RAR either. Don't talk to me about 40 RAR. I don't know anything about it. I do know though that's actually sort of like show plates on that. That's sort of early 90s. These were, I think, quite fast. I'm actually having to go one of those at some point. 1967-68 Mercedes-Benz. I can't remember the exact model code for these. Gosh, this has come from somewhere else, hasn't it? Is that from South Africa or something like that? So 280 SE Auto, 68. And then a Trojan. This is what one of these is called, a Trojan. Absolutely amazing. These were cars from, yeah, this is 924, this one. I haven't seen one of these for a while. Yeah, this is a car that's 99 years old, that's just casually sitting in a Waitrose car park. What a fun show this is. Oh, viewers. Oh my gosh. That's quite special, viewers. That's very special indeed. But there's a MGTC which has turned up as well. That's also special. We'll have to keep going. But anyway, 1992 to 1993, Mazda 121 soft top. Sorry, sun top it should be. Original dealer plates. These are very strange looking cars, aren't they? Very, very strange. Little 1.3 engine, I think the same one used in the Kia Pride actually, Mazda B engine. They weren't that popular over here, but that is just absolutely amazing. Typical 90s colour. This one's a manual. I think the automatics had power steering, this one possibly not. But that is absolutely and utterly, well, delicious. 1989 Mercedes-Benz R107, I think these were called. SL. Superb. That's a really nice condition, isn't it? That's very nice. Very, very nice. Couple of S-types here. Unfortunately, one of them right we can't discuss, but this one, 2004 Jaguar S-Type R. I think complete with a beige leather interior. Also a couple of TR6s here. This is quite a late one. 74, 75 on an end. Interesting front end and grille on this one. And then some, I think these are slot mag wheels. Left-hand drive, so possibly an American import. And then, you know, not with fuel injection. This on the right-hand side, though, UK car 69 to 70, so a much earlier one. This will be with the fuel injection, I think. Fantastic. Red line looks a bit low on those instruments, that's interesting. Oh, it's for sale. Mr. Bill from the Fuel Pass channel says this could be yours, and he's right. £20,000, 07532 324 061. Fantastic. This is a crazy thing. 1946 sort of Chevy van thing. This lives locally to where I do in Eastgate. I've seen it around before quite a lot. That is crazy. We'll go round to the front. We'll have a look at this early MGB in a second. But this thing, that is absolutely crazy. Re-registration, no idea when it was imported. But that's kept in the garage, and the owner loves that. I've seen him cleaning it before. Very early MGB here. This is one of the pull handle ones. So this will be maybe 62, 63, something like that. No wing mirrors, nothing like that. And these are all the pull handles. Why have they changed them? I don't really know. Maybe they were just unreliable. I'm not quite sure, but that is extraordinary as well. Also extraordinary is this Peugeot 205 GTI. 87, 88 registration. This is a 1.6. Some people preferred the 1.6s, some people preferred the 1.9s. I don't know. I mean, I think both of them are interesting. Well, quite a lot of money now, actually. The one segment of the classic car market where things are increasing is 80s hot hatches, actually, and some sort of 90s, 2000s cars. 1967 Ford Mustang, just getting casually parked outside the pub. Very, very clean looking, isn't it? Very nice. So, old MG here. I don't think this is one of the midgets. I think this is a different type, actually. It's like a bit of a larger car, actually, this one. Appropriate number plate. Very nice. K10 Nissan Micra, very late one. 92, 93. These finished production late 92, early 93. This is a Phoenix Special Edition, or Phoenix maybe a dealership. L. Look at this old dealer plate. That's from well before we had sort of the 01 area code, isn't it? Absolutely amazing. Someone's changed the wheels on this. Yeah, Phoenix Special Edition. Probably to get rid of the last of the K10s. Another Morris Minor. This one is a bit earlier than most of the ones you've seen. That's kind of mid-50s actually, with the wipers that meet in the middle. Amazing. Oh wow. And a Renault Sport Clio Mark II as well. Wow. It's watch this TBR go past because why not? Sounds good. It would appear my diligence has been rewarded, viewers. Look at this, a whole other section. 1980 to 1981, Mark II Ford Escort, probably in 1980, that's my reduction finished, 1.3 saloon, so not the most valuable one, but still rather nice. We've got this Riley, I don't know when this is from, probably even from the 30s. I don't know what type this is, but that is, it's pretty interesting. And then we've got another one of these Bentley Specials, probably again based on something like a Mark VI or an R-Type. So I've driven one of these. I drove one on my wedding day. Yeah, they are a bit scary, but you sort of get used to them. But yeah, once again based on the R-Type chassis. Then we've got this enormous thing here. I don't know what this is. Big International right-hand driver. What did I thought were an American company? It doesn't fit in the standard parking space at all. 1992, 1993 Mini Cooper. So deliberately made it look a little bit older, but that's sort of when it's from. Oh, wow! 1973, 1974 BMW 2002 Ti. The second I is for the Kugelfischer fuel injection with one of these. These are very, very rare and valuable. Very, very nice too. I think though actually I prefer this Honda Civic Coupe. Very late one. 2000 I think was the last year for the Coupe. Local plate to actually originally Southampton plate, then sort of Salisbury and Bournemouth it was used on. This has VTEC, this would be a VTI maybe. Yeah, it's a 1.6 VTI, that's the fastest one they did with the 1.6 B series engine in it. Then we've got this early 50s Cadillac, yeah, 55 Cadillac Eldorado. That is, that's pretty crazy. Again, you can't fit that in the majority of these parking spaces. That's it's utterly mad. Look at the size of those tail fins on it. Next, we've got this Lancer Evolution 5. It's on R, so it would be 1997, 1998. Very, very nice condition. I have driven a Lancer Evolution, but it was a 10, so a lot later than this. Then here we've got this Jaguar XJ8, a very late one, XJ Sport 2002. The only problem is with this, and it's the problem with all the X308s, is rust, and we can see the worst bit of it, where they all go just about there. It's such a shame. Then we've got this, I think those are like Mark III Capri wheels or something on this this Escort. I think we saw this sort of earlier on. This one is from about 68, 69, it's quite an early one, 68 actually. So very valuable with two doors these days, of course. These weren't here earlier on. Mark 1 Escort, two door, 72, 73. Again, the value is going up as I'm walking around it. That's a different gearbox put in it, hasn't it? Another Anglia here, obviously not the standard one, track car. And all that sort of wonderful fun. Probably not the original Kent engine. Oh, and then a very nice XJS. Very tasty. Do like that sort of thing, viewers. We like that sort of thing very much. So mid-80s I should think that will be. Well, viewers, my main camera decided to shut itself off, which was fun. I think it's run out of battery. We'll just go to the back actually here, because there are a couple of things that have turned up that I've not seen so far. and it's some more modern stuff. We're talking a bit earlier about the 80s hot hatches still climbing in value, but other things that are climbing in value are things like these Subaru Imprezas. So we've got, I think, yeah, judging by the engagement, these would be the Blobber. Hawkeye's a bit later. These are the Blobby Mark II Imprezas. 2004 to 5 on a 54 plate. I think this is the first time that the STIs were actually sold officially over here. Before that, they were called the 2000 Turbo. But this is the WRX STI. Then we've got an E30 BMW 3 Series Touring. I've got a review of one of these coming up. Actually, no budget reviews at 330. I hope this is a petrol one, viewers, because thank you. So we have V99 to 2000 plate. Very nice handling cars indeed, actually. They're very nice V46 to drive. Another one of these Blobby, I get this Blobby Impreza, yeah, it's a 2004 to 5. WR1. It looks it, doesn't it? Yeah, I've never heard of one of those before. Yeah, yeah, wonderful. Very nice condition, that. And then we've got this Aston Martin Vantage S here as well, just sort of incongruously parked next to it. Look at that. Oh gosh, you've got this whole sort of bit here. I think these cars have changed over. I'm sure we came down here before, but maybe I didn't. I don't know. 2006 Morgan Plus 4 with a biscuit leather interior. I think maybe I didn't come down here before. So I better remedy that, just while I got my backup camera with me. And then a TVR Cerbera. Wow. 1996-97 on a P with a beige leather interior, and the weirdest instrument cluster you've ever seen in your entire life, because that's why the TVR used to do it back in the day. Next, a Daimler V8 250, and before you say yes, I know, if you look at the Auto Alex channel, one of the rustiest cars ever that he managed to buy for himself. This one does not look rusty. This is what one would look like if that car would be done up at a cost of like £125,000. Very, very nice. Version of the Jaguar Mark II, of course, with the 2.5 litre Daimler V8 in it from the Daimler SP250. 68-69 this one, so one of the last ones. They continued to 69. Let's get this right before we say anything. 64. Is this an Elf or a Hornet? Let's have a look at the grille, because that will tell us. Yeah, it's a Riley Elf, so 64. These had actually more luggage space than the Mini. In fact, the Mini you can compare it to here. This one is from the early 70s, 72, 73. Well, that's just a Mini 1000. Then we've got 1981 to 82 Mini van. These actually continue with the press steel grille like this, and the original doors and door handles, and the sliding windows, all the way up to 1982, when they were replaced by a Morris badge version of the Metro van, which is mad. It's called a Mini 95, which is the name from at the end. A little bit later is this Mini Mayfair. It's a very early Mayfair. I can't remember if the Mayfairs came out in 82 or 83, but this is a very early one. It was one of the longest running special editions ever. I think it's on 82 to 94 from memory, or even later perhaps, but an early one. Cooper Sport, very late Mini. This one is from 2000. 500 was the very last of the Minis to be made. This is just a Cooper Sport. Then we've got an Audi 80. This is the, let's get it right, B4 type of Audi 80. 91, 92 on a J. These are not common at all anymore. Not common in the slightest. You just don't see them, do you? Don't know whether that's probably just a 1.6 or something. And then we have this remarkable traction engine. Oh, I can smell that. That's it's quite a nice smell actually. That's it's rather good. I like that. And then this old Bedford lorry, if it's like an O-type or an M-type or something. There were loads of these made around the sort of early 50s. Yeah, that's pretty good, isn't it? Don't know why I missed that section off earlier on. Never mind, I did remedy my error. I have a feeling actually that there is another one of these happening on New Year's Eve, so maybe we'll come back and film some more cars then. Thank you very much indeed once again for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like this video, leave a comment below, and so we shall see you later in the week for some more incorrect information.